Hello and welcome to my Spring TBR. I have decided to move away from monthly TBRs, at least for now, and just switch to seasonal TBRs just because I haven't been reading as much as usual. I'm very busy with school at the moment, so I feel like a monthly TBR would just be better for me at the moment. But let's go ahead and talk about all the books I plan to read in March, April, and May. Okay, but onto my list of just random books that I really want to read in the next 3 months. First up, we have Truthfully. This is one I put on my anticipated releases, and I've had a hold on it from my library since it came out. I'm really excited for this one. This is a horror book following this trad wife influencer who her husband can't or won't get her pregnant, so she enlists the help of a demon to impregnate her, and I'm just really curious about this book. It just sounds like the exact kind of fun horror that I really enjoy, so I really want to check this one out. Next up is The Will of the Many. This one I've heard so many great things about. It is a bit of a chunky fantasy. It is the start of a series. I believe this one is following a fugitive who enrolls in this very prestigious academy, and he's trying to figure out the secrets there. It just sounds like a lot of fun because he's there trying to blend in with all these people while trying to basically solve this murder. And again, I've heard so many great things about this one, so I really want to give it a try. You Won't Forget Me by Mazey Eddings was also on my anticipated release videos, but I did get an early arc of it, so thank you to the publishers for gifting me that copy. But Mazey Eddings is one of my all-time favorite authors. She writes such fun romances. I always love the representation in them. This one is a sapphic romance, and it is following some of the older characters that were present in this author's other book, Tilly and Technicolor. Tilly and Technicolor is a YA book, but there were some older characters in that book, and that is who we are following in this one. And yeah, I'm just really excited to get into this one. Next up, we have Five Broken Blades. This is another fantasy book, also the start to a series. And this one, I absolutely love the sprayed edges. I think they are so pretty, but this one is following these 5 liars who have to work together in order to kill a god. And again, it's just a fun sounding premise, so I really want to give this one a try. Unbuild Walls is a nonfiction book I've had on my TBR for a while, and I just haven't gotten around to it. And right now, with the political climate that we're in, this just seems like a very timely book to read right now. It is all about immigration and immigrant justice, and so I really want to get around to reading this one. Ben and Beatriz is a romance book. I believe it's enemies to lovers, and I also want to say that this book deals a lot with politics, and it talks about politics and how that dynamic works in relationships, and so I'm very curious to see how that plays out in this book. And it's another one I've had on my TBR for a little while now, so I really want to just get around to reading it. Cruelty Free is another one I had in my anticipated releases video, and I did get a copy of this from Libro FM, so thank you to them. It was through their influencer review program, and this one is a body horror, which I am the biggest fan of body horror books, so that really intrigues me about this one. But it is following this mother who goes back to Hollywood 10 years after the kidnapping of her daughter, and she's basically trying to enact revenge. I've seen some early reviews of this book comparing it a lot to the movie The Substance, and I really like that movie, so I'm very curious to how that plays out. Truthfully Yours is another romance book, and this one is following these 2 characters who have differing connections to this very big, I want to say it's a TV show or a movie, and they end up being forced to live together. This just sounds like it's going to be a really cute book that also talks a lot about fame and fandom culture, so I'm really excited to get to this one. Book Lovers by Emily Henry is one I have also had on my TBR for quite a while, and I just really want to get around to reading it because I do really enjoy Emily Henry's books. I have read quite a few of them already, and I've enjoyed my time with all of them, so I really want to get to this one. But I think this one is following 2 characters who work in I want to say New York or some sort of big city, working in the publishing industry, and both of them end up taking a vacation, and so it's following their romance over a summer as they don't really like each other and slowly end up falling in love, and it just sounds like it would be like a really cute, perfect book for springtime. Through Gates of Garnet and Gold is the 11th book in the Wayward Children series by Shah and McGuire. I absolutely love this series. This book came out in January and I've had a hold on it since then, and I want to say my hold comes through in like 2 weeks, so I'm adding it to this TBR. But this is a series of novellas. It's a portal fantasy series following these kids who find portals to different worlds, and when they come back to the real world, they have trouble coping with reality and their experience that they went through, and I just really enjoy the series so much, so I'm really excited for this one. Take the Lead by Alexis Daria is a romance set during a reality dance competition, and this is another one I've had on my shelves for a while and I just really need to get around to reading it. I've heard so many great things about this author and one of the other series that she wrote specifically, and so yeah, I really just want to give this one a try. It sounds like it's going to be a really fun time. First Time Caller by B.K. Borison is one I am very hesitantly putting on this TBR. I obviously own a copy of this one and I do really want to read it. It sounds like it'd be really good. It is following this hopeless romantic who falls in love with a radio host, and it just sounds like it'd be a really fun, cute romance. However, I have DNF'd a book by this author before, and I've also given one of her books 1 star, so I don't have a very good track record with this author, and I'm kind of scared to get into this one, but I do own a copy of it, so I do at least want to give it a try, and it just sounds cute. The colors of it give me such spring vibes, so I feel like I have to put it on this TBR, but I am a little scared. Along with that is The True Love Experiment by Christina Lauren. Christina Lauren is an author duo who I have had such mixed opinions on. I either really love their books and give it like 5 stars, or I really don't enjoy them. So I'm really curious of how I will stand on this one, but it is one I've had on my TBR for a little while now, and I really want to get around to reading it. But this one is a romance between a romance novelist and a documentary filmmaker, and they have to work together to craft the perfect Hollywood movie, and it just sounds, again, like it'd be a fun, cute romance, so I do want to give this one a try. But those are all the books I'm putting on my spring TBR. Hopefully I'm able to get to all of them, and there are going to be, of course, more books added to this TBR with the buddy reads I'm doing with my friends, but for right now, those are all the books I at least plan on reading in the coming months. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and comment and tell me what books you're hoping to read in the next couple of months, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye!